The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Watson on first down. That complete to Lamar Miller. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Reset. Red, green, the line.
To throw on second is Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Watson looks to throw again. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. 10
more there and another first down. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 13 yards out. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Elliott, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Smith. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Here's Rush to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. A give to Elliott running left. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They keep on the ground with Elliott. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that was not a highlight play for the offense. But how about the previous play? A big run? They're used to trading that, especially if you're a Hall of Fame runner. Big run, maybe not so much on the next one, but the big ones add up over time.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Gun! Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down. Rush. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Cooper was the target there. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Richmond!
After the interception, here's Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Now, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now Watson got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 62 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Again, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now Elliott, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Throwing here, Rush. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll run with Elliott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st down, Rush. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing again, Rush. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Hot.
Now rush. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Here's Elliott. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Back to throw, rush. Fighting through pressure. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Detroit! Gun!
Rush. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swaim from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for the Texans. 44 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. He's going to wind up, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Watson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Come back, come back. Hey.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Watson now to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 53 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Texans will add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Throwing on 1st down. Rush. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. Going for the deep ball. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Demaryius Thomas, 37 yards. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Rush. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, Rush. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 47 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now it's Watson. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson on first down. Being chased out left. Completion left side to Miller. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, a 22-yard touchdown grab, and the Texans will extend their lead.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but in today's NFL, I wouldn't want to play defense. Too many great receivers and guys who are accurate who can get them the ball. We've seen the result, days like this one.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down. Rush. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
first and 10. Rush. Dancing to his left. Got some real estate. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans say they have it. They do. It gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
On a crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Watson off play action. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Come back, come back.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson trying to lay one up deep. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. On 1st down, it's Watson. Fighting this, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Tyrone Crawford in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Come back.
Off of play action, it's Watson going deep for Hopkins. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Here's Rush to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st down, Rush. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw again. Rush. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.